Hey, this is Alex. Today I'm going to teach you about understanding seller's concessions. So what exactly are seller's concessions? Well, most importantly, they allow you to finance your closing costs into the transaction rather than having to bring them to the closing table. So let's use a purchase price of $200,000 as an example. Typically, your closing costs will be 3% of the total price. That includes lender fees, title fees, and other items. And let's say, for example, you're getting a loan that requires you to make a 5% down payment, $10,000. If you add the $6,000 closing costs to that, that brings you to a total of $16,000. And that, of course, is where the magic of seller's concession comes in. Scenario 1, let's say the seller is dead set on getting a certain price, $200,000. The first solution would be to just add $6,000 onto that price, total price of $206,000. They give you $6,000 back, and then they get their net of $200,000. Yeah, so I know it's still probably confusing, but let's just look at it as a math equation. $200,000 price, add $6,000 closing costs, subtract $190,000 loan amount, $16,000 cash needed at closing. Not pretty. So if we change and do with seller concession, price $206,000, closing costs are already covered, your loan amount is a little bit higher, 95% of the price, you only need to bring $10,300 to the table. Deep breath. Okay, so under normal circumstances, when we submit your initial offer, I will actually be attempting to get the seller to give you those concessions. So let's go back to the same $200,000 house. We might start out with $195,000 as a price, asking them to give you back 3% concessions. Here's what that would look like. $195,000 minus the 3% concessions would mean that we are really offering $189,000, $150,000. And in today's market, sellers typically expect that they'll help out with at least some of your closing costs. Now, every home, every seller, every loan, every buyer scenario will vary, but hopefully I've given you a good basis to understand seller's concessions.